100 slices of pizza. What would you do for 100 slices?
What would you do for $1 billion?
What would you give up for $1 billion?
What would I give up for $1 billion?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Like what? Give me some options. What if you could never go to Grandview again for $1 billion? Any dirt track race. Any dirt track race.
Ooh.
I mean, it's even dubious whether or not you can watch Flow.
Do you think that ends 5573's Enzo?
Maybe. He's waiting to hear what kind of nonsense.
Never go to Grandview again for $1 billion.
Hey, Enzo. How you doing?
I didn't know.
Hey, Skunky.
How do you know it is Enzo?
I'm taking a chance on that. He's waiting for us to talk about some racing this weekend. Not just about what would you give up for $1 billion.
Never go into dirt racing again? It is Enzo.
Yep, see? Who's ahead? We'll get started here in a couple minutes with the results, but you know, while everybody gets on the show, I'm gonna chit chat here.
How about candy?
Oh, for $1 billion, rest of your life.
You just cannot have any candy.
Rest of your life.
I do that.
Yeah, I would have to. But what would happen if, like, say, 2 years from now, you have the $1 billion, eat the candy? You wind up getting some candy.
Then you got paid all back.
That would suck. Yeah. Yeah, Friday NASCAR.
We'll be there.
Yeah. Kyle's already planning on, you know, not cheating. Mr. Box Stock. And your, the tracks.
I gotta go over and get parts for it.
Yeah, he's got to come over and get parts this week, Enzo, so.
I would give up all candy for...
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to. I mean, there's not much you can't say. Unless it's an actual person, you can't say you wouldn't give up something for $1 billion.
Would you give up wearing a shirt?
For $1 billion and walk around shirtless for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You're going to need that $1 billion because, you know, a lot of places aren't going to let you in until you flash some cash. You know that, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
I mean, what are you going to do when you walk into 7-Eleven? No shoes, no shoes, no shirt, no service. I mean,
Like, it's a minor inconvenience, but it would be more of an inconvenience than you'd think.
it really would be an inconvenience. I mean, you'd have to. He is the flame fanners. Him and John Willman.
That's what, but
Him and John Willman.
like you could still go to places, but like I don't know.
You're going to get out of a lot of places.
Yeah,
They're just not going to understand.
yeah, that'd be
And
the
they're not going to be willing to take that money. I mean, let's just say you want to go out for a really nice meal.
you can't.
Can't. Can never go to a nice restaurant again.
Not most meals you probably,
Unless you rented out the whole restaurant.
but like a lot of places you couldn't even do it.
I mean,
Like they wouldn't let Todd into the place next door without having sleeves on.
yeah. I mean, Gordon Ramsay wouldn't shut down a restaurant and let you pay for the whole restaurant for you just to eat there. He'd be like, "Nah, you're not coming in with no shirt." I mean, it's. Yeah,
That would be something.
It would be.
People in the audience, would you give up wearing a shirt for $1 billion? Like going to the store wouldn't matter because you could do all that online.
I mean, you have $1 billion, you could pay somebody to do that for you.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
But like the things that you want to do, a lot of them you're going to get shut down on.
Yeah.
Plus, think of the sunburn.
Think about the cold.
I'd live someplace where it's not cold. That's pretty easy, but there's going to be days where it's cold. I mean, what about a jacket?
No. Completely shirtless, like you were.
What if you just wore a really big hat that draped over
He
you.
just wore really big pants.
Yeah. So, all right, let's get started. We got people on here, and they're already starting to drop off. You're like, this is not what I signed up for. Then we'll get into why Kyle's starting trouble. You would do pretty much anything for $1 billion. We know that, Brian. We know that.
Would you rather give up your shirts or shoes?
Ooh, shoes are worse. I mean, like, what about flip-flops? Do they count as shoes?
Those are shoes.
Does anything you put on your feet
Any
now-
footwear.
What if it's just a box?
That's still footwear.
It's anything. Yeah, it's a tough one. You'd have to.
Can
Either one you'd have to do for $1 billion.
Can I wear pasties?
Yeah, I think so. That's not going to change the fact that he
Yes.
doesn't have a shirt.
No, yeah.
It's not going to change the fact. Plenty of men go to a strip club and put money up for pasties. So anyway, get into some results here. Start on Tuesday. We got a lot to cover this week.
Do we?
Yeah. I'd even estimate we might run long.
No. The Eagles are on. Not really long. See you, Enzo.
See you, Enzo. See you Friday. Well, we'll
Noon.
see you sooner.
If I go down. I don't know if I
You,
go there or
you
not.
gotta go get parts.
I can wait. Tuesday, 13-5 sprint. Mike Saladay, the Salad Man.
That bullet's paying off for him.
Kevin Kuzer, Adam Schucker. Big Block, MJ Trowleys, Kurt Nichols, and Adam Schucker.
MJ's looking good, that big block.
BL2, Pete Ludwig, Kurt Nicholas, and Dave Dries. Intermediate, Vincent Frank, Thomas Richards, and Mason Rivera. Low-C Sprint, Matt Groover, Matt McGowan, and Kevin Kuzer. Stress Modified, Matt Groover, Mark Claus, and Matt McGowan.
All right, that's going to take us to Wednesday. The Factory RC Raceway Dirt Oval. You should check RJ, see if they have anything. 360 Sprint, Garrett Williamson, Casey Hess, Donald Berger. Low-C Sprint, Brock Hefner, Carl Graves, and Jeff Foster.
That'll be a great
Midget,
mistake.
Hunter Mackinson, Tony Little, Joseph Fennell.
I think it's Wednesday.
Open Late Model, Garrett Williamson, Casey Hess, Chad Billett. Traxxas Modified, Carl Graves, Jeff Foster, and Roy DeKnight.
I think he should change his name to Chad Bullet.
Yeah, he's the Bullet.
No, Brian Stout's the Bullet. Brian the Bullet Stout.
Well, then Chad can't be the Bullet.
He can change his whole name.
Okay.
Legally.
Yeah. You could change your name to Troublemaker. Fan Flamer.
You're the one who told me to put that comment out.
No, I told you not to do the other comment.
Yeah, well, that means I
Yes.
had to put that one.
Could have went to something else.
Like,
I
you
only
didn't give me
gave
an
you-
option.
I gave you an option afterwards.
Nuh-uh.
It was a lot more safer.
Safer.
I just know you better be there at 5 after 5.
What,
And
since
walk in there before
when,
me.
when have we ever been on the safe side? I learned to not play on the safe side, so I got hurt.
Yeah. You never look both ways before crossing the street, I'll say that.
No.
No.
You know why?
You're a crossing guard.
You know why?
Why?
Because they got brakes and they can use them too.
Okay. Well, get on with it.
Oh, Pheasantland on Friday, 10-5 late model.
Okay.
B. Ryan the Bullet Stout. Guy Antelazano. Chris Kennedy. 13-5 sprint. Lance Kramer. Perry Hutter and Kurt Nicholas. Big Block. Kurt Nicholas, Chuck Eccles, and MJ Trellis. BL2, Matt Bruns, Scotty Fisher, and Chuckles. Low-C Sprint, Matt McGowan, Sean Horning, and Wyatt Yon. Mod Sprint, Phil Marabella, Brian Stout, and Dennis Ruth.
Okay.
And Treasure Modified, Matt McGowan, Kurt Nicholas, and Alex Moyer.
That takes us to the Factory RC Raceway for Saturday points, race number 3. 360 Sprint, Owen Wise, Dave Marr, Tyler Weaver. 410 Sprint, Garrett Williamson, Casey Hess, Cameron Fluer. Losi Sprint, Brock Hefner, Nate Gill, Nick Decker. Midget, George Williamson, Preston Selfinger, Todd Ravel. Open Late Model, Kurt Kaminsky, Chris Intellisano, Garrett Williamson. Traxxas Modified, Sean Good, Jeff Foster, and Jim Westerman. That was the factory.
And then we got RJ's 110th late model, Brian Roeder, Brett Hollinger, and Bobby Sanso. 17.5 street stock, Dwayne Lindenmuth, Dan Schaefer, and Chuck Eccles. 305 sprint car, Dwayne Lindenmuth, Chuck Eccles, and Nick Simon.
Nick Simon.
360 sprint, Brett Hollinger, Mike O'Brien, and Brian Roeder. BL2 Mud Boss, Kurt Nicholas, Buff Andrews, and Chuck Eccles. Novice, Kerry Schaefer, and Robert Kelshaw. And Traxxas Midwest Modified, Kurt Nicholas, Buff Andrews, and Chuck Eccles.
Okay. So that's going to take us to Sunday, and we're going to go to Park Lane because they had a big race this week. You know that.
I thought it was Friday and Saturday.
It started Friday. I wish I could type. Let's see. There we go. PA State Mini Z Championships. Let's see how this went. Results: 2,500 Lipo Pan LM Grant Boyd, Enzo G Joe Cotona. See Enzo
You got second, buddy.
got second.
You didn't see the winner.
I said Grant Boyd.
I don't think you did.
I did too. 2,500 Lipo stock, Sand Colon, Mike Soley, John Swyka. Wow, what weird names, man. 35.
Sand colon?
Yes.
That's gonna hurt.
3,500 Lipo.
That'd be like
GT.
That'd be like a
Enzo-
sandblaster.
Enzo G, Mike Soley, Juan Amador.
You need the paint knocked off of that?
All-wheel drive mod, Grant Boyd, Jason Casuli, Eric Brickman.
Whoa.
Box stock
My man's
GT,
bricked up.
Juan J, Scott S, Tyler Quinn. F1, Shin, Sakakabara, Jamie Spratt.
He's gotta be
Nate
African American.
I don't know. Pancar, Grant Boyd,
I want to
Juan
look at this
Amador,
shit and go, what the
Eric Brickman.
Is it a
Pro Stock
Amador?
AAA,
Triple A?
Jordan Allen,
baseball.
Eric Dunlow, Fabian J.
Fabian?
Fabian.
What the fuck are these people?
Yeah, so that,
Wait, what
that's
was that?
the mini
What was
story.
that
What?
very American Caucasian name?
Which one?
The
Hold on.
Oh, he's right there. That's gotta be him. That's that guy.
Yeah, it has to be.
Had to be
Has
that guy.
Has to be.
You said F1, right?
Shin Sakakabari.
Yeah.
Sakakabari. Yeah.
That's gotta be him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Definitely him. Is this stereotyping?
Yes.
Oops. Well,
So that's going to take us over to RJ's for carpet.
I have Federland for Sunday.
Oh, let me do RJ's carpet.
What if I don't
While
want?
we're on carpet, let's go to carpet.
We're always standing on carpet.
RJ Speedrome Carpet Oval. 17.5 stock,
Ooh.
Jonathan McMinn, Chuck Winters, Dom Ruggieri. 17.5 street stock, Sean Black, Frank Zeppelin, Fetzvana. Fetzvana is a good name to say. Just rolls right
He's a
off.
good guy, too.
He is. 21.5 Sportsman, RTT, Scott Schaff, Colin Belts, Jim Makeomer. 21.5 Truck, Dom Ruggieri, Scott Schaff, Jason Bauer. 5.0 Breakout, Frank Zeppelin, Jim Makeomer, Sean Black.
Frank Zeppelin, he ran Fezland, didn't he?
I think so.
Here were RJ's.
I mean, I always confuse him with Led Zeppelin.
Always?
Junior NASCAR, Haley Blocker. Because she blocks. That's why she won over Maggie Tupper and Steven Tupper.
Davey said What? You are going to mention your Saturday off-road, Aaron?
No, not yet. Low C NASCAR. Matt Bruns, Doug Knaus, Robert Hoffman. Mikey Taylor was 4th. Low C NASTRUC, Mac Bruns, Mike Taylor 2nd, Rob Hoffman. Tamiya Euro Truck, Doug Knaus, Dave Wenzel, Logan Knaus. And that's RJ's.
All right, Fizzy Lion. 10-5 late model. Les Hartzell, Brett Hollinger, and Bobby Butler.
Bobby Butler.
13-5 sprint. Dave Dries, Dylan Pence, and Keith Fletcher. Big block. Matt Groover, Kervin Horning, and Alex Moore. BL2. Bobby Butler, Brian White, and Mark Claus. Low C Sprint, Matt Groover, Brian White, Brian Arsenic. Midget, Dylan Pence, John Woman, and John Pauly. Mod Sprint, if you can even call it that anymore.
It's 10-5 sprint.
It says mod.
Okay, well, we'll change it next time.
Phil Marabella, John Woman, and Bobby Butler.
Yep.
And Traction Modified, Matt Groover, Alex Boyer, and Mark Claus.
Good for them. So, well, so
You want to go over your off-road Saturday jumpy jumps?
nah, not really.
All right, I'll pick a random track.
Okay.
Triple H RC Raceway.
Okay.
It's time to play the game.
Triple H.
It's in West Plains, Missouri.
Good for West Plains.
Let's see how many results it is. How many? Holy shit.
What?
84 drivers,
Yeah.
211 entries.
I'm taking it as a big event. What was the event called?
The 9th annual Barn Burner.
Okay. Is it oval?
Yep.
Wow. I think there's more oval drivers there than here.
360 sprint. Jamie Decker.
Well-
Jason Stone. Guy Hollingshead.
Weller was telling me about his visiting of Missouri and checking out tracks. I mean, sounds like there's some pretty decent stuff going on there.
They had 23 30-60 sprints.
Wow.
Great late model. David Johnson, Steve Williams, Aaron Wilkerson.
How many crate lates?
26.
Interesting.
Low C Sprint, Austin K,
How many of those?
Robert Beard, and Jason Hall. 15.
Okay, not bad.
Midget, Colby Hogashad, Isaac Hedrick, and Doug Stone. They
How
had
many midgets?
18.
That's not bad at all.
Midwest Modified, Brad Dean, Colby Hogginson, and Travis. They had 16.
All right.
Novice, Barrett May, Wayne Pierce, and Cam Davis. They had 4. Open late model, Carson Rosamond, Mike Fox, and Braden Smith. They had 23. Open sprint, Mike Fox, Carson Rosamond, Brad Dean. They had 30.
Wow.
Short course modified, Seth Cocker, or Coker, Steve Hogashad, and Colby Hogashad. They had 14. Street stock, David Johnson, Jamie Decker, and Chris Gowith. 24 of those. Treasure modified, Rick Knoll, Jason Hall, and Robert Beard. They
Track
had
is modified.
18.
Did you say Mud Boss? Did they have Mud Boss there?
They did not have a mud boss.
But you said they had modified. They had
They
two
had traction
modified.
modified and Midwest modified.
Oh, okay. All right. Interesting. Now go look and see what other results they have. See how the rest of their turnouts are.
They had a full fender. Apparently on the same day, they also had a full fender Fury that night.
Okay.
They had 26 entries.
That's not bad for a double header.
That was just street stocks.
Okay. Huh.
Barn Burner Warm Up, Midwest Madness, they had 62 entries. Crate Champ, they had 81. 8th Annual Show Me RC, they had 134 entries. Points Race, they had 61.
Not bad. Hey, Murph. Not bad.
No,
Very viable place. What's the place called? Triple H?
Triple H RC Raceways.
All right, well, we might have to check it out and see if they got any videos from there. Be interesting to see what it looks like. Oh.
It's kind of cool.
So,
some of these shows are like 2 days.
yeah.
April 25th, 2025 to April 26th. That's kind of cool. That was the Show Me RC. That's like the Show Me 100. I think they're just going for.
All right. So let's get on to question of the day. Thanks. This was all brought on because you wanted to ask something even more pain in my ass, but you know, this was probably the least innocuous. What are the biggest problems?
You wanted to call everybody bitches. So how do you think that would have went over?
Well, people on here did say that.
Yeah, but you wanted to do that.
No, I mean, we probably couldn't do that.
Exactly.
No, I did talk about that with certain people yesterday.
Murphy! Murphy's not a bitch. It's a cat.
Question of the day. What are the biggest problems in RC racing right now? So start formulating your responses, Internet. Right now, Brian Stout. Seriously
Yep,
now.
that's the problem right there. Brian Stout. He's the problem.
Seriously now.
Brett says 67 slices of pizza.
67 for $1 billion?
I guess. I don't know. Was that the question?
Yeah. Seriously now, people have lost the fun in this hobby. That's right, a hobby. We're not racing for big prize money here. It's supposed to be fun. And if you feel the need to complain about everything, maybe it's time to find something else that better suits you better. TJ, couldn't have said it better. This is supposed to be fun. Brad Williams, well said. Remember, at the end of the day, we are racing toy cars is the key. Your opinion?
I like turtles.
Okay. Dylan McNichol, whiny little bitches. Brian Stout, yes. Yes. Ted, is that Ted Laszlo? Stephen Weller, replying to this, but you haven't raced in a while. Weller, I have, just other places. So, I mean, sometimes I think people...
Did you do all comments from newest? Because these aren't my first.
No, I'm going from here. Like, I'm going from how mine started.
What is your starting
Okay,
at?
so we'll go to Dakota Campbell. Box stock not being box stock. People taking things way too seriously and getting upset over a toy RC car. Boots. Rules not being clear or not being checked. Mark Klaus, Mr. Oval RC. You can race almost every day of the week, so no complaints there. If you don't like the track, you can race in another track. If you don't like the class, you can race another class. The most common complaint I have at any track is no tech. Surely guys know how to make rules, but nobody willing to enforce them. No battery check, no checking trans, no checking tires, no checking blinky, no checking motors. It happens in every class. If no one is checking these items, it costs racers lots of money. It also leaves questions for new racers. They may think the fast guys are cheating because these items never get teched. Talking with a few guys this week, they are afraid to call someone out. I told them I will buy everything possible and try everything possible within the rules. After I feel I've exhausted everything under the sun, then I will call them out and tear them down. I don't care about hurting someone's feelings. I go to a racetrack to race. I don't go to a racetrack to race. I go to win. There's one thing that proves that someone was faster than you and you didn't have enough talent to win, and that's a good post-race tech. Dave Green, box stock classes. Why can't all tracks keep it box stock? 100% box stock, including the radios. My opinion is to keep the cost down, just saying. We'll make comments about that later. Junior Marino.
Well, I'll do it now.
Oh, let's just go. All right. Well,
I'm going to forget these things.
All right. Well, I agree with Dave, and Dave, I think, is one of the top box stock players in Traxxas Modified. He's on par with Groover there.
Mm-hmm.
But here's what I'll say with the radios. And Davey's also brought this up too. Some people are left-handed people. They can't drive with those factory radios, can they? Is that fair that they get a disadvantage if they want to come out and play? No. And really, do you think, for a good driver, do you think the radio is the difference between them winning and losing? Do you think if average driver has a good radio and really good driver has a stock radio, is that going to make a difference in a good driver?
Yeah, I do.
You think? For the
Yeah.
really good driver?
Well, the good driver's still going to be good, but, like,
Still going to be competitive.
yeah, but it's going to make it harder on them.
Okay, you drove with box stock radios. Do you feel it's...
Yeah,
you
but
know,
think about...
do you feel that the box stock radio and how that responds is hurting you in low C?
Depends on the track. I think...
You've only raced one track
think
on road.
Yeah, but I think on oval...
I don't think it's bothered me at all.
I think on oval
You could take the dual rate all the way
Yeah.
down on oval, and then that way you just click, click,
Which I
click.
think that would help.
Sure, for a carpet it would. But do you want to drive that way? In a box stock class? I mean, no, not really.
I mean...
We always drive with more steering in it than what we need.
Oh, I drive 100.
Yeah.
Usually.
So, you would still probably do the same. So you would
But-
lose that advantage.
I know when I drove Bill's Euro truck the other week,
Mhm.
I think he had, like, I don't know, 40% dual
Right.
rate in it.
And all you had to go was like,
No, I still had it.
yeah,
I would turn a little bit.
okay,
Now imagine if I had that where I had to be all the way up.
yeah.
That would suck.
Yes, but I mean, sometimes you do have to do that just because there's just so much steering in it. Now, if you put a Mud Boss out there with a stock radio, do you think it would still have that much steering compared to a more purpose-built vehicle?
I don't know. We always said we hated the...
Stock radio? It wasn't bad. The Traxxas ones aren't terrible.
I will say going back to it, wasn't that...
You know, when I first go back to it, if we drive a Traxxas modified, at first you go like, man, this just is weird. But you know what? Halfway through the race, do you even think about it? Not at all.
No.
Same with those things. At first you go, man, this thing ain't great. But halfway through that race, are you thinking about that controller? No.
So
But you know,
you got to keep going, Lisa. I don't know where you stopped. and I
okay.
can't.
Well, we were at Dave Green there. All right. Junior Marino going to a race just to rip through everything as fast as possible. I go race to get away from everyday BS, and being rushed through the program makes it stressful. It's supposed to be fun. I agree with that. Too many people won't show up. And
The
then,
SR10
they
radios
wanna
did
go.
suck.
They did, and they broke. And the problem with these is that they're not bad radios, but they're going to break. Do you want to spend money on another stock Losi radio?
As long as everybody else has one, I don't care.
Okay. Would you want to keep wasting $50, $60 at a time? After a while, you're going to get tired of that.
Yeah, but if everybody else had it, then
Well,
who cares? We're all in the same boat.
but what about the left-handers who now can't use that radio? They're just going like, okay, well, either I can get a radio I can use, or I just can't race.
I mean, Todd's left-handed. He's done it.
Yeah, not all of them
He
can.
just turned it the other way.
Yeah, could you drive that way?
If I was left-handed, maybe I guess I'd have to find out.
Yeah, you have to find out.
But I'm not left-handed, so I don't know how that would work.
You already got an advantage over the left-handers then.
Does it really feel that much different going
Yes.
being left-handed? Why would it be any different?
Yeah, if you, then try holding your controller in a fucked up way.
But I'm not left-handed.
Just do it for a right-hander. Figure out a way. Let's get you a left-handed controller, and have you drive it as a right-hander.
Okay.
We could do that. So someone who has a controller, we can set up his left-hand controls, give it to him to use.
I think it wouldn't be that hard. It's still the same motion.
Still, but you're holding it this way.
Yeah, but I think that would be easy for a left, because you're left-handed constantly doing that.
I don't know. You would have to. Yeah, I don't know. Where's the controller at? Where's the controller?
I couldn't find one.
It's on here somewhere. But I don't know. I don't think it would be fun for him. So rushing through the day, what do you think about that?
I think it's a necessary evil.
Rushing through the day, or just we're there all day?
Both.
Yeah. So I mean, yesterday we tried to do our best to get things through, but in the end, everybody wanted to do 3 minutes because there wasn't many people there. We still got done at 4:30. I think that was a reasonable amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
So Not having to fill them up with nitro fuel. I could skip that.
That was Brock, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I could skip nitro.
Let's do a non-dominant hand race. I'm in.
Tyler Reese, respect in the hobby. That is going to go on for a while. I mean, just in general, you can always say that respect is gone from somewhere.
You got no respect for authority.
No respect for authority. Doug Cohn, the near complete lack of racecraft, respect, driver etiquette, whatever you choose to call it. People will gladly drive through you and not think a thing about it. The whole attitude is, why should I work to pass you cleanly when I can just dump you and move on? I've been in the hobby since 1985. I get it, mistakes are made and accidents happen, but these wheel holders are so blatant about it that it's obviously intentional. To make matters worse, a lot of tracks and our race directors can't call this behavior out. So do I have the answers on how to fix it? Not really. If tracks do crack down on this stuff, they run the risk of driving those they call out away. If they don't call it out, they run the risk of driving away those that get tired of getting junked every week. I would think that if you were constantly called out and penalized the rough drivers, that word would get out and would draw in more racers. But what the heck do I know? Thoughts?
I don't think it would change anything.
I mean,
People know who the dirty drivers are.
yeah, I mean,
You know who's gonna wreck you if they're behind you.
yeah, when I was around back in the old days and we were racing, I mean, they always talked about rough riding and shit like that, and you weren't supposed to do it. You know, and they still had the whole pull over thing and let someone go, but it doesn't really happen often. It's just, you know, it is what it is. Now, I think, too, compared to back then, like, the format now is just so different than back then. Like, you know, things are more of a free-for-all. 50-lap feature, it's a fucking free-for-all. Like, there's no stopping. It's just go, hammer down. So if you aren't hammered down the whole time, then what? There's, you know, for a lot of people, there's just no strategy.
Mm-hmm.
It's just hammer down, go as fast as you can, win the race. So, back then, I mean, you had, I think, you had more racing that would be stop-based. So, you know, if there was an accident, you had to stop the fucking race. Now you don't have to do that. They just hammer right on through. So, I think some of it is just, it's kind of a free-for-all. It's kind of the style we've chosen. So, and oval racing is just so fast-paced to begin with because we're turning laps in, 5 seconds?
Mm-hmm.
While in road racing, you see there, we're turning laps double that time, if not longer. There's more time for people to kind of settle out, spread out, and get away from each other. Oval racing, there really isn't. I mean, when you're road racing, how many times do you really come up on a lap car?
I don't know. We've been.
Yeah, but in oval racing, if you're the leader, sometimes you're in lap traffic every lap, if not every other lap.
But
That's how oval racing is.
Yeah.
Because there's always someone falling behind.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, road racing, you know, you might go 3 or 4 laps and just not see anybody. And it's just you driving. So, you don't have that problem of constant traffic. So I think part of it is just nature of the beast. So, and, you know, like you said, there's certain people, you know, like, yeah, you don't want to get behind them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the time.
You don't want them behind you. You don't want to get behind them.
Yeah.
Mike Merkel, trying to make every person happy that walks through the door. Seems like an impossible task.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think he tries his best. Scott Davies, Kyle effing Horning. What do you think of that?
I agree.
Yeah, I do too.
I should just go away.
Nah, you can't.
I think that's the option. I think that'll fix all of it.
Nah.
It'll fix my problems. I won't hear it anymore.
Oh yeah, you'd still be here. You'd be bored. What would you do? You gonna take up bowling?
I like bowling.
Maybe you should start a league. Preston's got one. I am not getting involved in bowling.
I do like bowling.
I could care less. Jason Durr, me stepping on my dick. Myself, start times before 12 on a weekend. Can't we sleep in? I mean, even those 11 o'clock start times, it's just a pain in the ass.
I don't mind it.
I'd rather go for I'd rather go for noon. I mean, RJ's, one was nice. Now I'm thinking like, yeah, 2 might be a little late, but one was good. Brian Stout, talk show host.
True.
Brian Horning, my thought is too many rules. I understand you need rules with motor and ESC and stuff that would make you faster, but some rules like belt crank and you can't run RPM parts is just too much for new guys, and those parts don't make you faster or handle any better. Thoughts?
I don't understand all the rules. I really don't.
Like what? I mean, I get what he's saying. Like, rules about parts that might, are more durability based.
Like we always said, I think a metal belt crank would be the smartest thing ever in mud plus.
Right.
Because they break all the time.
Right. And then you don't have to worry about that being a problem while you're out of the race. Or, someone punch you, puts you in the wall, and now you're out of the race because the belt crank broke. And it had nothing to do with you, it wasn't in your control. So, I mean, it's, it is kind of crazy.
Not having a universal rule set is still the stupidest thing.
Well, Mud Boss has one, and one of them is no metal belt crank. So,
but I still think the non-universal.
Like with what?
Everything.
Example.
Everything. There should be one group rule that every track, everywhere, always follows. And call it done.
You see that with the off-road and the on-road because Roar has a lot of control over that, but nobody has control over Dirt Oval. Dirt Oval's always been more outlaw.
So. Brett must have the ESPN app because he just got the same notification I did.
Oh.
This is okay.
Why? Who died?
Nobody. 44-year-old Phillip Rivers is starting out for the Colts.
44-year-old?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
This is
someone in my peer group.
This is my problem. This is my problem with oval racing. And I don't think
it's been around long enough to say you have a problem like this, but I want to hear it. You're going to old timer you.
You're going to old. This is all just stupid.
Yeah.
It is all, and it's not a oval racing problem. It is literally a PA problem. It's the same way with the big cars. This track has this set of rules. This track has this set of rules. This track has this set of rules in like Northeast Modifieds. Mm-hmm. Okay, you have you can only run this certain body. Well, you can run this certain body. This is all stupid.
Like you go to certain tracks. It's like you can't race here unless you have the Salvus S burned into your body.
I should have to go to your track rules to figure out what I can race that day for track rules. Do you know why?
Why?
Because that's stupid. I should be able to go, here's a Losi NASCAR. I can go to everywhere. Let's go everywhere. Now it's like, here's a Losi NASCAR. You can run it like this. Hold this. But if you want to run it kind of like this is also okay. This is basically how our world is right now at RC Racing. Mod.
Oh, also, let's not talk about that. Okay.
No,
okay,
mod. This track, this is their track mod rules. This track, this is their track mod rules. Let's go a half hour down the road. Fuck, you want to pull this thing out?
Sure.
This is their track mod rules.
Huh. That's way different.
And it's not just for mod. It's like all divisions. Like, it's so stupid. Like, it is. I don't understand.
Well,
it's all stupid. It should be universal set rules that everybody follows and calls it good. But no, we had to have this set of rules and that set of rules. You can run these tires in this track's modified track, but at this track you got to run these tracks with modified tires. You can have slicks. No, you can't have slicks. You can run this motor. You can't run that motor. It's all 13.5 and blanky. It's no 13.5 and blanky. It's just 10.5. You can put whatever the fuck you want in the thing. But then we'll go to a series race. Now you have tire rules.
Yeah. I mean, well,
So your series is coming to my home track, where I run these set of rules, but now I can't run your series race because it's a different set of rule package.
yeah.
Make that make sense?
I can't. Now there is a big set of rules out there. DirtOval.com. I mean, they do have a set of rules.
But nobody follows it.
I know. I said before that we should probably just follow those. I mean, we're following the National Salvus rules. That seems to work out well. But you know. I mean, I get what you're saying.
And Davey says I'm completely wrong.
Listen, I'm going to say I don't disagree with what they're doing at Pheasantland. I think that 10.5 class, I think they're doing the right thing there. They're calling it a 10.5 sprint car class. It's not mod. It's 10.5. It's not mod.
I don't have a problem.
And those guys that's what those guys want to run. And guess what? Has there been any real mod driver showing up to say, hey, well, we're going to go out here and support this place? No. So these guys are saying, like, listen, this is what we want to run. So that's what they're going to run. And that's, part of your complaint there is that these tracks decide, like, hey, this works better for us. This is what we're going to do.
But now...
But, it works for them. They're happy doing that.
It works for those guys, but now you took out the whole element of anybody ever coming to your track.
Yeah. I mean, they're still going to have the mod class when it shows up for big events.
That is oh my god! Don't you want to really start me off on that? That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. We're gonna run this car every single week, except when the big guys show up that we're not gonna be prepared for because now we're gonna switch our whole car.
Listen, I mean,
imagine going to Grandview, and we're gonna run small block 358s all year round,
except for the big race where we're gonna run big block.
But it doesn't work. Let's see, Grandview is kind of a bad example because it really doesn't work for big block, small block.
Yeah.
Okay, imagine going, I don't know,
a half-mile track somewhere.
Whatever. We're going to Kutztown and running 600 micros.
Yeah.
Hyper Racing Just Stock 600 micros.
Okay.
Now we're open. We're not going to open motor it on the big races. So you can come out and put 1,000cc in.
You could have 1,200 cc's and be good.
Oh, guess what happened? I put 1,000cc in my 600 and I can't make the corner now because I'm not ready for it.
I mean, I get what you're saying.
Oh.
But this is them. They've
doesn't make sense.
They identified a problem. This is the way they want to go.
Why can't it all just be... I don't understand. And this argument...
Listen, I'm going to say, like, we tried all summer to run mod and nobody fucking showed up. Nobody showed up, so we couldn't run it.
I don't have a problem with
it. They're showing up.
I don't have a problem. I think the 10.5 motor might be the solution.
I mean, you wanted... You thought
I was ready to try it. We were going to be the first ones to try it at Ultimate.
Yeah, there were 360...
Before Howard's death, we were the first ones trying it.
Yeah, there were 360 guys that would love to go to that class.
Yes.
And I think 360 sprint is a piss poor way to go into mod. It does not set you up with the right skills to get into mod.
Not at all.
Not at all. Doesn't give you the power band. Doesn't give you what you got to change for the setup.
But the 10.5 is not going to do... Well, it won't.
Probably going to be a little bit better.
I don't think it will. Because it doesn't pick up the front end. It doesn't have whatever everything else is.
Right.
But I just don't understand this. Like, I think the 10.5... I think it could be the answer. I think it could be. But you got to convince every goddamn track to at least try it, and that's not going to happen because these guys are not going to do it.
No, because there's too much arguing.
And here's my other problem with all this. They say, well, it's...
So you're all for it, but you know that no other track is going to do this.
That's what I think is dumb.
That is really the problem. Well, Bill said he's looking into it.
Here's my other problem with all this.
I can see Osborne going with it. If that's the case, then you got another track that supports it. Ultimate will probably support it.
Yeah.
They already have 10.5 late model.
Here's my problem with, again, all of this. Okay, or, like, I guess my biggest thing is I always compare it to actual racing, and everyone's gonna tell me it's not actual racing. It's based off of actual racing, but it's not actual racing.
You're racing, but we're racing something different.
But they say, it's too fast for weekly racing. 410 sprint car run weekly everywhere in PA.
Yeah.
Do those guys go, that's too fast, let's go run 360?
Well,
No.
I mean,
They just deal with it, and they run 410. But they have a motor rule.
yeah.
So that makes sense. So they have a stock motor that this is the fastest we're going to go. We can't go any faster. Perfect. We'll go to that.
Yeah. The biggest issue.
And they
is
don't
right
go
now-
on the big shows
Yeah.
like the National Open go, it ain't a 410 motor anymore. Put it whatever you want. I hate this. Hate everything.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you right now. Mark my words. In 1 year, I will be out of RC racing.
Okay.
Mark, what is the date?
December
8th. I will be done in
December
1
8th.
year.
Let's put that calendar in the calendar.
I will be out.
Okay.
Because this is stupid.
Okay.
RC racing is stupid right now. It is really stupid.
We're gonna put that in there.
Nothing makes sense. There's no point in it.
December 8th, Tuesday.
I will be done with dirt oval RC racing. Maybe I'll run the low C NASCAR because that's still fun. But I think I will be done.
Okay, so there we go. You're in the calendar. December 8th, just before your birthday. It's next week. In case you want to get Kyle anything. Wow, we got a lot of comments here. Hey, there's even Brett Ludwig. Wow. There's 29 people here. So anyway, we got to get back to this here. Austin Atkins. People not wanting to put the work and effort in and think they can just buy speed and wins. That's always been a problem with racing. Gary Martin Jr. Too many class variations. We've heard that before. Dale Hartzell. Respect, not having fun and help each other. Stephen Weller. Tires. Daniel Schaefer. Strip.
I like
plastic
Daniel
threads.
Schaefer.
Yeah.
He's always like, I really don't care. I just hate when shit strips out.
I like that comment.
That's
I
like-
understand that. Me, I'm already not feeling well. Lucas Montgomery, my car's sitting on the shelf for almost a year. Robert Ralston, people racing 100,000 race cars, but they forget they're still racing toy cars. Jesse Lynn, you.
Good.
Roy Denike.
Don't worry. In a year, you won't have to deal with me anymore.
Roy Denike, having people that been in the sport for many years dropping down to entry-level classes. Dwayne Gutschall, oval racing has too many classes and every track has a different class and set of rules. I mean, you just brought that up. RC Guy Weimer, I race boats and run events. The biggest thing killing boat racing is ice on the water. And you do hit ice with that boat, it ain't going to be good. Boats, I think it is people who think
Where do
because
I-
they
where can I
don't
write
like
the
it,
boats
it
at?
shouldn't be allowed. I don't know. I don't know why I put in there boats. It's people who think because they don't like it, it shouldn't be allowed. I mean, there is some of that where people think, well, I don't like it, so we're not going to do that. Saladay, you guys stirring up crap. You stirring up crap. Chad Jacobson, people think they deserve to win. Tom Willis, the money, it's too damn expensive. So that's the Facebook comments. So now we can get to live comments. All right. Non-dominant hand racing. I've tried both. Sean Good. I've tried both tracks as modified. Drove almost the same. This is talking about controller, though the assistance is great for days. I have shakes. Brett Ludwig, from what I hear, Kyle's pretty good with his left hand. He calls it the stranger, according to Scott Davies.
I've seen all that.
Sean Good. All I heard in my head was stranger danger. Scott Davies, he has a good point. That is exactly the perfect example of rules to save you money that cost more money in the end. So I think he's referring to you.
I don't know.
Brett
My
Ludwig.
rant's over. I'm done.
In other words, yeah, you burnt yourself out there. He's talking about 44-year-olds. Dave Dries, driver ed, rear quarter, no hit, driver's door. It's up for grabs and use your brakes. There's a time to go and a time to slow down. Scott Davies, not allowing those hop-ups save the racer money, but the belt crank brake constantly, so you spend more money than just buying the aluminum once and done. Kyle, you are completely wrong. This is Scott Davies. I mean, in the most simple terms, what you are saying should make sense, but you need to adjust for the local racer base and the local track surface. Brett Hollinger, Dave Dries.
Wait, here's my answer to this. Why can't the local racer adjust to the track? Why can't the local racer adjust to the every rule package?
What I was going to comment is say, like when you're dealing with the on-road and off-road, there's certain rules packages that, you know, that's what makes that class. Like if you're running USGT, you run those gravity spec tires, you run that USGT motor. So then you kind of got a one tire that's supposed to work everywhere. Like you don't have a choice. It's not like the more advanced 21.5 or touring car classes where you can choose tires. So, you know, it's right on there. It's same compound, no different compounds. You buy a set of tires, there you go, you race it. Buy one motor, that's the race motor you race.
Again,
so
this goes back to me being the actual lake racing person. Imagine going to Grandview Speedway.
Someone just put you up for president.
I see. Imagine going to Grandview and going, you know, I don't like the way your modifieds are. We should run them with only 3 wheels. Well, start a class. They're going to go, dumbass, either put the tire on or lock your shit up and go the fuck home.
Just, you know, get rid of that left front.
No right rears. You got to drive off the left rear now.
That'll work out well. Scott Davies. Real 410 isn't mod, it's a spec motor. You can run a motor. You can't run a motor larger than 410.
Didn't I say that?
I guess. Matt Adams agreed. Scott Davies. It's a spec-ish tire as well.
Well, don't get the spec tire in
I think
in
I'm
RC
understanding that at
racing.
big races they will run both mod and 10.5, or is it a replacement? No, it's they're going to run both. So there's going to be the 10.5 spec class, and then there'll be the mod class.
And then the 13.5 spec class and the 13.5 just stock class. Then we're gonna have the maybe 11 or 12 turn motors class, and then we're gonna have the 8 ohms, and then we're gonna have the cars with no tires class, and then we're gonna have you can't have a battery in your car class, and then we're gonna have the class where everybody wins.
You're getting crazy now.
Everybody wins. It's random order. That's my new class. That's what I'm going to bring up. You walk up and pay $20, and I hit random generator, and that's who wins. Take my picture.
Okay. I mean, you ain't getting laid unless you get that picture on Facebook. I'll tell you that.
Dude,
Yeah,
that multi-million-dollar sponsor deal that I get for taking my picture on a podium, fucking worth it. I'm going to race boats. That sounded more fun.
Oh, Laura, she said best comment, ice on the water.
I did like that comment.
Yeah.
That's my kind of guy. Worst thing about RC
saw that
racing?
today.
Ice.
Ice.
21.5 boosted rear motor wingless.
Woods. A race without Kyle in sight.
That's the biggest problem in RC racing. See, that means he wants me there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, oh, Woods, you just screwed yourself. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. I think you solved all the problems, Kyle. Way to go.
I'll solve all the problems. I just won't go.
It's, you know, shucker. But don't Grandview have their tire you have to run? Or did they get rid of that? It's in big racing too, just not as drastic.
No, they got rid of the track tire. Because Grandview used to have a tire stamp rule where you had to run a Grandview stamp tires.
Yeah.
And everybody bitched about it, so they got rid of it.
Why did they bitch about it?
Because guys are like, well, I'm coming from Bridgeport weekly, but I want to come and run your race one time.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pay $1,500 of tires just to
No, I can't blame them.
race one day.
Yeah. It was supposed to make it cheaper for the local guys.
No,
I don't see how it
It
would.
didn't make it cheaper. It dictated that you could only run that car there.
Yeah. It's kept them there.
Oh, I wonder how that goes.
Yeah. Bobby saying, so can I replace my front tires with snowmobile skis, or will that be a new class? It will be a new class.
I think that's Sanso's whole problem. He just doesn't have skis in the front.
Yeah, I mean, he would have been fine if he just put skis up there. I remember a race at a track, I won't say, but they decided to tech before the A main, and one or two guys couldn't race because they had RPM parts on, but they didn't tech motors or ESC or anything else. That was Brian Horning.
Remember when Ultimate, when the whole novice class got DQ'd?
Yeah, I remember that. That was funny. Now, we did tech at Pheasant Land this week. Really wasn't anything found, but it was, you know, it was a good, you know.
We teched out Friday night, though.
Yeah.
I teched
Yeah,
tires.
I mean, it's, you know, it is good to check, correct?
Oh, I agree.
Yes, I mean, but here's the thing. How many times have you really seen anybody cheating?
Couple.
Couple?
Usually just battery.
Yeah. And usually what's that? Just slightly overcharged?
Well, one time it wasn't.
Which one was that? How bad was it?
Yeah, apparently it was real bad. I didn't tech it, but I heard it was real bad.
How bad is real bad?
It was in the 5s. I heard it was in the 5s.
Okay. Yeah, that's not too bad. Go
pretty,
higher.
Pretty bad. We're supposed to be 8.44s.
Well, that's not bad.
It wasn't in the low 5s.
Yeah, let's see. We ran them in 8.9s in road racing, so it's fine. Checking gears. I mean, listen. I mean, you can tell after a while whether or not somebody's cheating, because now we have a good baseline on what a Traxxas Modified should run.
I cannot.
What a Mud Boss should run.
I cannot wait till that conversation comes. Real just ugly head here in about 2 months.
What?
Well, if they could go to different mod racing and sprint cars, can we open up the Traxxas Modifieds to a different class? Can we open up the Losis to a different class? Can we start doing other stuff to the Losis?
Yeah, you think that'll happen?
Mm-hmm. Because they talked about doing it for Traxxas Modified before.
I mean, I know it's come up before. Eventually, it will evolve to that, I guess. They'll be like, you know, Salva started out with, you know, 12 turns. And guys wanted to go run big block. They wanted a more advanced level class. So that is eventually going to happen. So that way, you know, the newer guys getting into it will be, you know, it'll be the feeder class. Is that wrong?
I don't know what's right and wrong anymore.
I mean, look, Salva's, you know, BL2, well, 12 team Mud Boss went to big block. Bigger motors. You know, that was supposed to be the advanced class. So eventually, you know, these guys in Traxxas Modified, they're going to get tired running, and they're going to be like, I want to try something else. But they're not going to want to do. They're not going to want to do a purpose-built car. They're not going to want to go. They're not going to want to go over to Salva's Mud Balls, because that's, you know, that's the old class that's going to go out of fashion eventually. So.
Out of time.
Out of time.
Say goodnight.
So.
What is yours?
Well, nobody here has any opinions today.
Judge me.
Yeah, I just want to hear you.
I had an opinion.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about my opinion.
Yeah, I don't. But I just know you better be there at 5 after 5 tomorrow.
Nope.
Yep. No. I ain't the one that wants to put up with it. I have to hear about it.
I don't care.
I know you don't care. I know you don't.
I have my opinion. I stated my opinion.
Yeah. So. But.
Where are you racing this weekend?
I don't know. Let's think about going to the factory for Saturday. We'll see. We'll see how that son of a bitch back there works.